Welcome back to Rumor Chairs. I've got Rafa and Mary with me today, and we are continuing our trip around the globe in the world of vanillas. So we're back, and this time we've got fundamental coordinates Papua New Guinea. This vanilla species is Vanilla tahitensis, so like Tahiti sounding.
Is that what it means?
I'm assuming it means that. That's what we're gonna assume, and that's what it'll be.
That's what I said.
Director's notes for this one are complex layers of dark roast coffee, leather, and black peppercorn, which are a direct influence of the volcanic soil found throughout Papua New Guinea.
Did you say notes are leather?
Leather, yeah.
Like you're gonna lick leather?
Oh yeah.
I don't get that. I don't understand.
It's in a lot of whiskeys. Sometimes have leather, like scotches. They'll have like a leather note to them. We're on leather right now.
Yeah, how does it make sense to anybody?
Lick the couch and let me know. This is their third beer that they released. On it, it's got the Gazeka, which is their mythological creature in Papua New Guinea. It is also known as the Papuan Devil Pig.
The Papuan devil?
Yeah, Papuan Devil Pig.
Looks like
Looks
what's
like
his
a
name?
pig.
Pumbaa.
Yeah.
No Pumbaa guy on there.
It's said to have been in Papua New Guinea in the early 20th century. It is said to resemble a tapir or a giant sloth, having a long proboscis-like snout, and some theories suggest it may be the descendant of an extinct marsupial.
So this is actually like an extinct pig?
No, it's just said to have been seen there, and people theorize that, like, oh, the way people describe it, it's like, oh, it may have descended from that creature. I'm pretty excited about this. I think we all walked away from last video kind of sad, let down.
Surprised.
Maybe my palate's just not as good as they're expecting it to be.
Yeah,
To taste the difference.
Yeah.
As a reminder for all of us, this is a blend of a 30-month aged fundamental observation base stout and a 24-month-old double mash fundamental observation. And if you want to know what double mash means, you can go check out our first video in the series and we'll let you know all about it. I'm excited to get to it. They're excited to get to it. So let's stop talking and get to drinking. All right, Papua New Guinea, let's see if there really is a difference here. This is 14.47% alcohol, so it's a big one, but not as big as the other ones that we reviewed.
Wow. I can smell it.
Yeah.
Is it a strong one?
Yeah.
Ooh, like whiskey notes already from
Wow.
way back here.
It's like a belt.
Just like Daddy used to beat you with. We'll save a little bit. We got to do a blind taste test at the end of all these, so.
This smells so good.
It does actually.
Wow. Here we are. We're back. We're back in it. I get chocolate and vanilla big time on the nose. Once you get past that, like that first like whiskey smell.
Yeah, I think the chocolate and the vanilla are.
If you stick your nose in there really deep, you get hit by the whiskey.
You get hit by the stone.
Well, you know, I like to be slapped around a little bit, so. Taz, once again, it's been about a year since these have come out, so it has set for a year. So you got to imagine that fresh, it was even more so like alcohol forward.
I love that.
But we'll see if it translates on the palate. Wow.
That's good. I didn't know that tasted as good.
Wow. That's like right up front is all the vanilla.
Yeah.
And then it ends with like liquor, whiskey.
Yeah.
That's super nice.
Damn, I like it. I like it a lot. But the thing about it is, like, I don't remember the other ones as much. But or from your experience or your notes, does it taste different than the other ones?
Well, I have my tasting notes as comparison. Just in case, we did have to take a little bit of time in between here. FO 2019 had the chocolate on the back end with no alcohol. And Indonesia is the other one. Indonesia and Uganda. Smooth, vanilla, a little bit thicker. I would say this is thick, but not as thick as that we've had in the past. And I would say this had the vanilla up front is the difference for me, as well as it's a lower ABV than the other two, but it's the first one that I remember feeling like a little bit of that whiskey burn go like back up into my nose a little bit, like the alcohol. Not unpleasant, but it is there. Uganda had less bourbon than the other two, so that was interesting.
I really like this one because you can taste the vanilla up front, and I like the kick of the alcohol a lot.
Yeah, but the like the alcohol at the end isn't like overpowering. It's like a nice.
It's very nice. Speaking of which, we talked about before we filmed how many ways there are to say smooth. This is an extremely smooth, silky beer.
It's easy on the palate.
Yeah.
It's mellow.
Once you get past a little bit of the alcohol at the end, I'm getting a lot of those roasty notes that you get from a stout, a little bit of that coffee. It's pretty nice. I like it a lot.
Let me chew it.
It's time for the big chew.
It's been in your mouth long enough. Really, like, it's really strong with the alcohol, but it's not bad. But yeah, I do get like the normal stouts flavor afterwards.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Coffee.
I think that separates it for me a bit from the other two, where I wasn't necessarily always getting the chocolate note that I was really missing, especially not the roasty note. I would say this vanilla is stronger than the other two, maybe like the 2019, that first bottle we had.
Yeah.
The vanilla is much stronger here, I would say.
I think the first one, the original one was based on, was the one that had the least vanilla.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Before we rate this, do you two want a reminder of what you rated the other three, or are you okay going blind into this?
I think I rated a 4.75 for 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
A 4.5 for the first one.
Yep.
Same.
Do you want to know? Yeah, you did. You guys were same.
We were same.
I was different. I gave 4.25 to 2019, 4.25 for Indonesia, and then 4.5 for Uganda.
You're mean. You're meaner than we are.
You know, someone's got to be mean. Someone's got to be what's that guy from that used to be on that one show, American Idol? The mean
Simon?
guy? Yeah.
Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
You're the Simon Cowell of the beer world.
So, all that being said, do you two know what you're going to rate this beer?
I think a 4.75.
Wow. All right.
Only
So,
because I'm going off what I base the other ones on.
yeah, and you think this is just as good?
Yeah.
All right, Mary, what would you rate this beer?
I think that I'm not gonna pay attention to what I rated the other beers.
And that's fine. You
because
can do it off its own merits.
This one I think is my favorite so far. I would, if I didn't know anything about this whole fundamental observation thing and I just tasted this, I'd be like, yeah, this is my go-to stout. Like it's really good because I really like all the alcohol.
Yeah.
I really like all the vanilla.
The leather.
No leather. I don't get any of the leather.
No leather, yeah.
The leather. I don't know. I'll give it a 5.
Nice.
It's really good.
It's a perfect score from Mary.
It is good though.
I am going to agree with you. I think out of the 4 we've had thus far, this one's the best one. Easily. I get a lot more vanilla from it, and I remember distinctly not getting as much chocolate in the other ones as I do in this one. This one reminds me of like a creamy chocolate vanilla sundae. With a little bit of roasty notes at the end. Gotta love that whiskey finish. I'm gonna go ahead and also give it a 5. Very, very good, very tasty. Yeah, I think from here on out, it's gonna be hard to beat this one.
Yeah, this one, I mean, I might not remember the other ones as well, but this one stands out as, okay, I might not remember those ones, but this one's better. I know it is.
From what I do remember, reviewing my notes, reviewing the footage, this one is the best so far. But we got 2 more beers to review for this episode, so on to the next one. All right, next up we have Fundamental Coordinates Peru. This one is a 14.52% alcohol beer. Our mythological creature there on it is the Amaru.
The Amaru.
It is a creature from like Indian civilizations, obviously in Peru. It is usually depicted as a serpent or a dragon. Usually has the head of a bird or a puma. And it is said to be capable of transgressing the boundaries to and from the spiritual realm of the subterranean world.
Kind of looks like a llama with like a dragon body with wings.
Yeah. The way they have it done on the bottle, which I'm sure is spinning for everybody right now. The species here is Vanilla Pompona. So yet another species of vanilla for us.
Yeah, this thing looks like it kind of reminds me of that thing from Neverending Story, but more dragony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was a dragon, but he was a fluffy dragon.
It looked like a dog.
Yeah, it looked like a big dog.
I thought it was. I didn't know what it was for the longest time, and someone was finally like, "Oh, it's a dragon." And I was like, "Well,
It's probably
Dragon
a dog.
dog. Yeah.
dare to be different."
It's probably a dog, but at that size, it just classifies as a dragon.
I think
So
that's
Clifford's
what
a
it
dragon.
is.
Yeah, with no wings.
No, no,
It
because
doesn't
he
have
can't
wings.
fly. Some dragons don't have wings, right?
Yep. They can still fly.
But they can still fly.
Looking at you,
Anyway,
Shinron.
I'm excited about this.
What do the director's notes say there?
The heat and dampness of the Amazon give this vanilla-focused tones of earth and wood.
There you go. Earth and wood.
Great. So I'm gonna go outside and
Eat
some
some dirt.
Earth
and
and wood.
lick some wood. Okay. Well.
Earth, wood, and fire. That's what it is, right? It's the.
Earth, wood, fire, and lead.
Any thoughts before we dive in?
Let's hope it's different.
Yeah, this is going to be the real test for this film session.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm so excited to drink some dirt right now.
Well, that's enough talking about it. Let's get to drinking about it. All right, Peru, I know you have some giant spiders, so let's see if you have some giant flavors.
Oh, it's right there. It's like cut off, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Save a bit for the blind taste test at the end where I make a fool of myself. What are you guys getting on the nose?
Dirt.
Actually, though?
If I stick my nose in there, you can get vanilla extract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and that last one, when we stuck our nose in there, you had like that little
The whiskey?
And this one, you don't get it as much.
Yeah, this is a different,
I feel like this was more vanilla.
Yeah.
On the nose.
it reminds me of that Pure Project Planifolia that we reviewed, where that one had a strong vanilla on the nose, like a different type of vanilla, like a vanilla extract almost. Or am I off base?
You know
I don't
what
know.
extract is.
Planifolia just was
That's
the
a different
best
species
thing.
of vanilla.
It was
Yeah.
the best thing I've ever
Is
tasted.
it like in a packet?
All I'm getting is vanilla extract.
Yeah, I get a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of woodiness in there. Not a lot of whiskey smell like we got in the last one. And I do get a different vanilla smell. It's more of, like you said, vanilla extract.
Damn, I don't smell that wood.
Let's see if you can taste that wood.
All right, calm down. It's pleasant. Oh wow. Oh,
What's happening over there? Tell us.
at the very at the beginning, it's just like, okay, it's a nice stout, but at the end, I get licorice, like red licorice,
Oh, red licorice.
like Twizzlers.
Kind of see what you're talking about.
I'm glad it's different.
It's different, yeah.
It is different for sure. You guys don't get any licorice? Am I okay?
I get a little bit at the end.
My taste buds dying?
I don't know if I get red licorice. Get a little bit of black licorice.
I can see that because like it's kind of like not acidic, but it's a really strong.
I think it's that
Flavor.
earthiness and woodiness they were talking about.
Yeah.
It's becoming like a licorice like flavor.
Well, like if you ever accidentally taste vanilla extract, just like vanilla extract,
It's bitter.
You think that it would taste really good because it smells so good, but it's so strong and bitter. And I think that's kind of what I'm getting in here.
And who
maybe
knows?
that's the licorice.
Maybe this vanilla is the vanilla they use in vanilla extract.
Could be because it's like that's what we were smelling. I think kind of bitter, strong.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even though it's not like as whiskey and alcohol-y flavor, like
Right.
it just, I feel like the other one even, it was a bit smoother at the end.
This one does. I am getting a little bit of bite on the end of this one.
Yeah.
It's not like
As well.
alcohol. It might be just like you guys said, licorice is strong, like a strong taste or whatever. But
Yeah. But I will say this. Yeah, I'm happy it's different.
I agree with that.
And you can tell the difference, and hopefully I'll be able to tell blind.
I like this one. I just don't like it as much as Papua New Guinea, for sure. But this is really tasty.
I agree with that.
I think I third that. It's nice that it's different. Happy I have another bottle to dive back into at some point. But definitely not the top of what we've had so far.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So, what do you two think you're going to rate this beer? I'll tell you what, I know what I'm going to rate this beer. I'm going to give it a 4.25. It's good, not my favorite, especially not from Bottle Logic. But as a vanilla beer, I get the vanilla, and I think it does match up to the tasting notes surprisingly, which a lot of the other ones we really haven't had match the tasting notes. This is, I think you're getting a little bit of that earthiness and woodiness, and it's giving us almost a licorice, whether it's red or black, flavor at the end.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, it's not even that. I mean, whatever it says on there that it tastes like, it's probably what it tastes like. Just like a preference, I would say maybe like a 4.0. Yeah, so it's good. I like it. It's still good.
That's still like
It's just like a personal preference, I guess.
I think I'm gonna agree with Rafa.
4?
Yeah, it's too. This just tastes like vanilla extract to me. Like it's.
Wow.
It tastes like a good stout, and I like it. And maybe I'll be there for your second bottle of this, but it's like I'm trying to get the alcohol kick, and I'm just getting vanilla extract kick, and it's not.
It's just like a
super
bitterness.
pleasant. Yeah.
And you know what I'm missing here too? The chocolates and everything else I was getting in that last bottle. I get a little bit of that roastiness at the end, but not as much.
Yeah.
But I'm really missing that chocolate here.
I think it's just like a lot of bitterness for me. Whether it's the vanilla or something, it's just.
And I think this is finally starting to show us a difference between, because this is also different than the other two that we had. This is finally showing us a difference in these vanillas. And where they're grown, it does matter. What the species is does matter. Here's the flavor profile you're going to get from it.
What was the first two? Indonesia and
And
Uganda?
Correct.
Yeah.
Are they close to each other?
Ooh. Could be.
Because they kind of taste
well, Uganda's
a
what
little
in
the
Africa, and Indonesia's closer to Papua New Guinea. It's right next to it.
It's
I was gonna
Peru.
say, because if they taste the
Oh, it's
same,
Peru. Papua New Guinea's the other one. Yeah.
if they taste a little the same, and if
Don't
they're
drink it dry,
close
folks.
together-
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing though. If they're
I
close
don't know
together.
where they are. Geography
Like the soil.
was the worst for me.
Weather.
So is
Yeah.
geometry.
So it's geometry. What about history?
History was worst.
I don't get as much bitterness as they're getting,
Oh.
so that's why I think I rated it a little higher. Well, we got one beer left for the day. Will it be the best one? Let's find out.
No, it's 7.25. No, 4.75.
7.25.
He's already drunk. First beer in.